The following is a presentation of the Eagles Sports Network.
Alongside Carson-Newman baseball coach Tom Griffin, I'm Michael Watching for the Eagles Sports Network as the Eagles get set for a road trip to Lincoln Memorial. And, Coach, you look at the landscape for the rest of the year, not a lot of lengthy trips, but two of your final 3 weekends are road trips to Lincoln Memorial and to Mars Hill with the home game, the home series against Wingate sandwiched in between there. Knowing that 6 of your final 9 in conference play are on the road, you've won back-to-back road games now. What do you think's changed mentally between your team over the last, let's say, 2 weeks of the year where you've won 9 of 10?
Winning has a way of breeding the confidence, and catching breaks and having balls being hit at people, or you as on offense finding holes and creating opportunities certainly has given us some wins, which then has built the confidence up of our players, and that's all it is. It could have easily gone the other way, which it did earlier in the year, where there was frustration because, we were making errors at the wrong time. We're not. We're still making errors, but they're not happening where they're costing us as much. So it's all about timing, just like in life. It's all about timing, things going your way, you creating some opportunities as well. And I think that has helped us to play where we are right now.
You get this Lincoln Memorial team that is toward the top of the league in terms of the standings. They come off of a series win over Tusculum last week. What do you expect from the Splitters?
Number one, offensively, they're always very good. Coach Six I think they have a great approach and a philosophy to hitting that they've always had, and I think offensively they're going to be really strong with some good veteran presence. That starting rotation has done very well with Mr. Elliott there. Lefty from Knoxville has thrown very well, and their staff is obviously what they did to Tusculum says enough. Tough-minded group, so, and they're very good at home. So just like anything else, we know who the opponent is and what they have. Bottom line is we've got to do what we do well, not worry about what they do, because we can't control what they do. We can control how we throw it, how we field it, how we swing at it. And, again, it's competing against the baseball.
Last season, you ended the year extremely strong. This year, you started the year, I think, as poorly as potentially you guys could have. You've worked so hard to get back to this point now where you're 2 games above 500 overall in the season. How do you ensure that you guys continue this high level of play for the final 3 weeks?
I think, we've still got to take care. You've watched our games. We're still not playing clean baseball. And so as a coach, there's a fine line between addressing those things and not hurting the psyche of your guys who are confident right now. All they know is they're winning. As a coach, you're like, yeah, but we got to take care of some of these holes and take care of some of this, or it's going to come back to bite us. So really, we've tried to address that in training. But during the games and after the game, it's like, just enjoy. Just let it ride. See how the boat sails. Even though we know it's taking in some water, just let it sail. It hadn't sunk yet, so let it go. But we've got to clean up some things, Michael, or else it's going to catch up to us. So in our training, we have tried to spend some time on addressing some of those things with individuals to try to make sure we're as consistent as we can be on the mound, defensively and offensively. And again, that's all we're worrying about. I have not looked at the standings or who we got. I haven't in 3 weeks because I spent so much time worrying about, okay, that team has to do this and this. Mm-hmm. And again, if we're going to talk about worrying about the process one day at a time, that's not worrying about what I should be worrying about. Mm-hmm. Worry about today. Worry about our guys today getting better on and off the field. I can't control anyone else. And again, that's hard for me, but I've done a good job. And unless you're going to remind me of some things, I'm not even thinking about that.
Coach, I appreciate the time. Best of luck this weekend.
Thank you, brother.
He's Carson-Newman baseball coach Tom Griffin. I'm Michael Watching for the Eagles Sports Network.